Indeed, Nikki. Yes, they are definitely weighing in. And what a 48 hours it's been here. In the 48 hours since that bill failed, well, Democratic leaders here at the state capitol have certainly received lots of scrutiny, and that led the governor and the assembly speaker to get involved. And since they got involved, well, now the bill is going to move forward after all, something Republicans are calling a major victory.
Colleagues, today we have a choice to make. You can choose a team. Pick pedophiles or children.
Point of order.
It is against the rules of this body to disparage members of this body, personally suggesting that members of this body support human trafficking.
Heated debate and drama on the assembly floor, all of it surrounding Senate Bill 14. The legislation seeks to classify human trafficking of a minor as a serious felony in California and categorize it as a strike under the state's 3 strikes law. That could increase jail time for convicted human traffickers, but when the bill went before the Assembly Public Safety Committee on Tuesday, no Democrats on the committee voted in favor of the legislation, leading to this result.
That bill fails.
At the time, some of the Democrats on the committee argued increased penalties will do little to deter crime. Still, the decision to block the bill came with immediate scrutiny. When word reached the governor the bill did not make it through the committee,
so I was surprised by that.
He says that's because while the bill failed in committee on the Assembly side Tuesday, a majority of Democrats on the Senate side had already publicly voted in favor of SB 14 after they worked with Republicans on the bill language. So after the bill failed in this committee, Newsom and Assembly Speaker Robert Rivas got involved, speaking personally with SB 14 author Bakersfield Republican Senator Shannon Grove to work out some sort of resolution. That brought us to Thursday. The Assembly rejected a GOP motion to bring the bill for a full-on floor vote, but the Democratic majority approved another motion to re-vote on the bill in the Public Safety Committee right away. Minutes later, the committee met to do just that. The outcome?
That measure passes.
This time, it passed, with a bipartisan group of 6 lawmakers voting yes, while Democrats Isaac Bryan and Mia Bonta abstained. Republicans ecstatic.
What a day for Californians to celebrate that we passed a bill out of public safety that would protect minor children from the perpetrators of human traffickers.
Democratic Assembly Public Safety Committee Chair Reggie Jones Sawyer says he changed his vote to support the bill after he met with Grove and got his questions answered.
We got to stop these repeat offenders. They cannot get out in 1 year. We got to just stop it.
Still, Bryan says he did not change his abstention vote, expressing concerns the bill could lead to trafficking victims themselves ending up behind bars. In a statement, he said, quote, "The people most vulnerable to being charged with trafficking are the victims of trafficking themselves." But Republicans argue the bill sends a strong message to perpetrators, adding the last 48 hours should also send a message to members of the Assembly Public Safety Committee.
I think it's actually ridiculous to call it the Public Safety Committee. We should be calling it the Pro-Criminal Committee. When you cannot come down on the side of our most vulnerable population, there is something wrong with what is going on in there.
Stop protecting the criminals. It's time to start standing up for the victims.
And the bill next heads to the Assembly Appropriations Committee. It will need approval from there to make it to the floor for a vote. Reporting live from the state capitol, covering local news that matters, Eitan Wallace, Fox 40 News.
Eitan, I know you started off your live shot there saying what a 48 hours it has been, and it is far from over here. Reggie Jones Sawyer, the head of the Public Safety Committee, initially blocked this bill. Then we got the yes vote today. It kind of seemed like there was some resolution with the governor stepping in and the speaker stepping in. Then he put out a tweet this afternoon saying, wait a minute, even though I sort of voted yes, he might not be on board. So take us through that.
Indeed, Nikki, and you know what that tweet said? Well, it said that SB 14, and I'm quoting here, needs to be fixed. Now, here's just one problem with that, is that Senator Grove was asked directly today if she would be willing to make any amendments to SB 14 now that it passed the Assembly Public Safety Committee. You know what her answer was? It was no. So exactly as you said, Nikki, this could be just the very beginning of a long process ahead. Nikki?
I know it's one you're going to be watching when lawmakers come back from their break. Our Eitan Wallace working around the clock at the state capitol. We promise he does go to sleep. He's in every single show covering all the big news happening at the Capitol. Eitan, thanks so much. Appreciate your insight.